Hey everybody, Jeff here, Aromatics, back with another pipe tobacco review. This one is probably the most unique tobacco I have reviewed yet, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually smoke or review this exact tobacco. Although I have seen people smoke a tobacco that has this blended in it, and that is wild Nicotiana Rustica. The actual leaf, it's the actual leaf itself. So anyway, the backstory behind this tobacco is the strain that we smoke today is with like the Burleys and Virginias and maybe even the cigar tobaccos is part of a species of tobacco called Nicotiana tabacum. But before that, the natives and some people I think in South America back before the modern tobacco took over, this was what was smoked, and it are used as snuff or chew, and it's kind of a wild, rough tobacco, I guess, and it just hasn't really been used that much anymore for commercial blending, except for rare cases of pesticides or chew or snuff stuff, or even cigars, but it's just not that popular anymore. Although it has been blended in a popular McBaron blend that some of you know, and a lot of people, it's a favorite tobacco of theirs, and that is Rustica, which contains a certain amount of this tobacco in it, as well as some dark-fired and Virginias and Burleys, I guess. So anyway, this tobacco is supposed to have up to 9 times the nicotine of a regular Nicotiana tabacum plant. So anyway, I'll show you what it kind of looks like here. That's kind of torn apart a bit, but it actually kind of looks like a regular, tobacco leaf, really, like a golden Virginia. To me, is what it looks like. Although the smell is different, it does have a little bit of that kind of hay, grass, or like leaves. If you put your nose in a pile of raked leaves, kind of has that, as well as a little bit of a floral smell. It's actually quite pleasant. So interesting. So I have my pipe loaded up and ready to go. So let's smoke this and see how it tastes. So I've been smoking this for a while. I had to redo this video. I was hoping I wasn't going to get knocked over by nicotine in the meantime. But so far so good. So initially, I was surprised. The taste was almost like a sweet burley right from the start. And then I let it go out, and then I relit it again when I restarted my video. And that's when the flavors really started to kick in. So from the start, I guess I would explain it. If you've ever had the closest thing that, it's actually not that far off I expected something totally different, but it actually kind of reminds me of if you've ever had Samoa tobacco, which is a special burley grown in Belgium. It kind of has that earthy, floral cigar taste. Sometimes you get like a hot retrohale, like where it feels like it's not really spicy. It's just sort of this kind of burn that you get, and sometimes you don't get it. I think it matters if you sip it really slow, you don't get the burn. So there is a little bit of a kind of rough edge to the bottom end of it, but then there's this really sweet floral kind of sweetness on top of that, which also reminds me of if you've ever had deer tongue or anything with a deer tongue, like with deer tongue in it. There's almost like that kind of tea vanilla, like a chamomile tea vanilla type of aroma sensation. And it kind of tastes like a mix of stuff. It tastes a little bit like a burley, kind of, there's a little bit of a nuttiness that comes and goes. It's actually quite pleasant. Like I expected for something that people just don't use anymore at all. I'm surprised because it seems like something you could at least blend to give something a little bit of strength or a little bit of a different flavor. I could actually see someone enjoying this. If you really like the stronger tobaccos. So I've smoked about, I don't know, almost a half of a bowl, and I don't really feel anything yet. Like a little bit lightheaded, but nothing outrageous. Like I thought, you know, you would feel it right away. There are some tobaccos like Dark Plug where as soon as I start smoking it, it doesn't take long and I'm feeling it. This is not really the case. Anyway, quite interesting. So that's all I really have to say about it. I'm glad I got it, actually. I think I could actually blend it with a little bit in a cigar to maybe just add something a little different. Very interesting. So anyway, have any of you guys tried the Pure stuff, or what do you think of it? Like, would you think you would try it? I think I'm going to send this out. There's a couple people out there that I think are interested, and we'll see. I'm curious to see their take on it as well, to see if they find it actually smokable like I do. Maybe I'm just crazy. Anyway, I'll leave my review or my overview at that, and I hope you guys found it entertaining and informative, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, aromatics, peace.